Hey, I'm on water sign placement, Sun, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to my Patreon. I'm going to go ahead and get into a channel message for the full moon in Aquarius, which is going to be on 8-9. I'm recording this on the 8-8 portal, y'all. So collective, just make sure y'all are grounding yourself, protecting yourself during this time, but it's also still a good time to manifest with the energy that is coming in with this 8-8 portal. The only reason I genuinely say manifest is because of the 8-8 portal. Now, it might be a good idea to kind of let some of this energy pass a little, maybe even manifesting a little bit after this, after the full moon and the 8-8 portal, or even before, and then taking, August the 8th or the 9th, taking that time to just rest even. But you do what you feel like spiritually led to do, whatever your spirit tells you to do, whatever you feel spiritually led to do. That's what you should do around these times. Energy is always before astrology. And I was having a conversation on live, and I don't know if some of y'all seen, but I love having the correlation to astrology. But what I really marinated on after that live that I had is like spirit gave it to me, like energy is always before astrology, because you're always going to energetically be aligned if you're in alignment, and you're always going to understand what's going on. But having that knowledge and that backing of what's actually happening, with the Most High, what's actually happening in the sky is always really, really good. The correlation helps you to understand a little bit more. So energy before astrology. And I felt the need to talk about that on here. So water signs, I think this is something that you need to understand too. So my water sign placements, full moon in Aquarius, is going to align you with the energy. You're going to be more in alignment energetically with your divine gifts, with the divine, with the Most High, with your spirit team. So this full moon in Aquarius will look more energetically in alignment for you. You've done a lot of cleansing, clearing your energy at this current time, and it's really helping you to kind of leap forward in a spirit-led kind of way. So the full moon in Aquarius is on the 9th. Aquarius talks all about community, independence, progressive, intellectual, eccentric, well known for their unconventional nature, love of freedom, detachment. Some of their shadow sides, Aquariuses, are detached and unemotional, rebellious, nonconformist, impulsive, impatient, eccentric, unpredictable. And it really is asking us, where have we been emotionally unavailable? So let's go ahead and see what the energy is for water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Spirit, what is in the energy for my water sign placements? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for the full moon in Aquarius. Overall energy for full moon in Aquarius. Okay. It says, surround yourself with protective energy. Surround yourself with protective energy. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Stand your ground. Mountains. Wow. I feel like this is a collective that's going to need to speak up, stand their ground, but also knowing when it's not worth it. Because with this peacekeeper, this arrow, it's like protect yourself from unnecessary altercations, unnecessary disagreements and arguments with people, but still maintain your power. So it's like this full moon in Aquarius is going to teach you something about knowing when to address things and knowing when to not. Knowing when things matter and when things do not. So I feel like this is also like a mastery of it for some of you. And for some of you, this is you learning it. You are no longer keeping the peace by being quiet, but you're also being quiet by, you're also being quiet and keeping the peace at the same time. So it's very beautiful what this energy is kind of giving me. It's like you've learned when things matter and when things don't. You've learned when to speak and when not to speak. This is not a coincidence. I was called to turn on the throat chakra meditation. Your throat chakra is open and you know when to speak and when not to speak. You know when to quietly remove yourself and you know when to speak, to stand your ground. Okay? So that's what you'll see more of. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. You are not alone. Divine protection, divine intervention, divine abundance, okay? When I say that you are being divinely guided and protected from something, someone, an environment, this is why knowing when to speak and when not to speak is going to be very important for you, full moon in Aquarius. So you may be put in a situation where you hear very vividly and very clearly to be quiet, to silence yourself, where there's no need to speak at this current time. Or you may be in a situation where your spirit team is saying speak. Speak. Say what you have to say. Mean what you say and say what you have to say. Speak. You may feel called to speak. And the thing about it is you're going to know very clearly and very vividly that you are not alone. That you really are in divine alignment energetically, like I said. You're spirit led. Now you are spirit led. Now you are following your spirit. More than logic, more than anything, your natural nature of water, your emotions, your feelings, you are in flow. You're in a state of flow. So in all areas of your life, this is relationships, friendships, careers, jobs. You're detaching from anything that does not serve you, that does not feel like a community. You're removing yourself from it. And some of you will be led to do it in silence, and some of you will be led to announce it. Following your heart, your spiritual guidance is putting you in energetic alignment. Unlock the magic within. Thank you so much, Spirit. You're definitely like shaking a lot of people up. Your silence is shaking a lot of people up. The way you're removing yourself in silence is really shaking a lot of people up. You're doing exactly what you're being guided to. So this full moon in Aquarius, you will be guided to leave people alone. You will hear it very clearly, very vividly. I got the unlock the magic within. That means your powers, your intuitive abilities, your clair abilities are being turned up a notch. You're going to hear it very vividly. For a lot of y'all, this is your clairaudience. If you're in a place where you are really working on a specific clair ability, that's going to be like turned on, whatever it is. Your abilities are going to be really on display where you are going to be obedient. You're going to be releasing where you have not been obedient, where you have not been obedient, where you have been impatient, impulsive, where you have been detached. So for a lot of y'all with this full moon in Aquarius, it really is. Y'all have been detached from y'all spiritual body and you're coming back into it with this full moon releasal. What else, Spirit, for the word side placements for the full moon? This came off everybody. This is a collective energy here. This unleash the wild within, cannot make it up. There's parts of yourself that you have been really hiding. And it's not because you're trying to pretend to be somebody else. You were scared to release the beast. Y'all were scared to release the wild version of yourself. But right now, you're being called to be that version of yourself. You're being called to be a little bit of that very raw-natured type of person. That version of you needs to come out. It will be refined along the way but the rawest version of you is coming out so that you can refine certain parts of yourself. So you can start really molding yourself into the version that you need to be, but you cannot be this version without being authentic. So the rawest versions of you are coming out, so you can really put a telescope, Spirit is telling me to say, a telescope on what needs to be refined. There's a refined energy here. You're refining the rawest parts of you. You're refining, okay? You're becoming a little bit more polished. You're still going to be raw and authentic, but you're learning how to polish these parts of yourself. You are releasing the places where you have not been eccentric. You will feel more spontaneous with this wild within. Polish does not mean boring. You're just learning how to really sit in these more eccentric parts of yourself. How to sit in this rebelliousness. You're learning to look at the fullness of life. And when I say you're learning how to become the rawest part of yourself and refining it, that's exactly what I mean. Trust your instincts. I'm going to get one more out of this deck. It says High Priest, intend and create. Okay? This is what I'm saying. Full moon in Aquarius is going to look like a full out-of-body experience. Because you are going through another spiritual awakening. What can the collective expect, Spirit, this full moon in Aquarius? What can the collective expect this full moon in Aquarius? My Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this full moon in Aquarius. What can they expect? If you've been feeling like very disconnected from your emotions right now, you're not. You're recalibrating. You're refining. You're understanding a more emotional part of yourself. You're integrating a more emotional version of yourself. But the way that you're doing it, like I said, is becoming way more polished, more refined, more raw, more balanced. Okay? What can the collective of water signs expect on my Patreon, Spirit, for this full moon in Aquarius? I got the Emperor. Wow. The Emperor. What else, Spirit? I got Death. Wow. Major changes this full moon in Aquarius. I got the Devil. Wow. Wow. What else for my water sign placements? This full moon in Aquarius. The Hangman, but it's in reverse. Wow. A lot of major movement. This is bringing about a lot of changes. This is why I said this is bringing up rawest versions of yourself that you have really pushed down. Very raw emotions, very raw anger, a lot of rawness that needs to be refined and balanced. And that's what your spirit team is pushing you to do. So what you can expect is to really become a very, Spirit is giving me noble version of yourself. Like, you're becoming more noble. You're becoming more, what's the word? Bold. There's a boldness to you. After a death and rebirth, and a death in this toxic patterns that you were in, or toxic cycles, karmic cycles, whatever it was, a moment of you kind of sitting with yourself and recalibrating, like I've been saying, recalibration, and becoming more energetically aligned here. You're now going in a pace that's going to provide you a lot of fast movement with this Aries energy, this Scorpio energy, this Mars energy. With this Mars energy, I definitely feel like there's going to be bringing about a lot of movement, a lot of detachment from things that just do not serve you. With this Death and this Devil, you are really going to see a full release. So like, this is it. The last final push of mindsets, relationships, toxic attachments that do not serve you. This is where you actually are going to see a lot of fulfillment from all of the changes you have made, the transformations that you have been doing over the past couple of, I want to say couple of months, but 6 months is standing out to me of some type of importance here. So you are really going to see a different version of yourself. I feel like you're in this risk-taking energy, water signs. You're in this risk-taking energy. You're okay with taking risks right now. You're okay with taking risks. You're okay with becoming the rawest version of yourself. You just want to be more authentic, and you're like, I'm okay with like the refining, and I'm okay with kind of like polishing the things that need to be polished, but I know what direction I want to go in now. This is heavy Aries energy. So when I say that Mars is moving, okay, Mars and Pluto is moving in your chart right now. So you could be having some transits in those charts. Transits in your chart right now, in those in Mars or Pluto. So you can check that out and see. The Four of Cups here. We got a lot of Cancer, Scorpio. I'm gonna just say Pisces. Well, we do have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, so that's another water sign in your energy. Wow, this is beautiful. So you can maybe even expect some type of wish fulfillment from someone coming towards you. The reason I say that is because the Emperor is here, so there is a masculine energy. Now, like I said, this could be the full transformation for you. I do see that here, but I also see there could be some type of like a person setting their sights on you. Like, I got the Three of Wands, Four of Cups. This could be somebody you have been waiting for. This could be somebody you can recently have an argument with. This could be a lover. Yeah, somebody's coming to make amends with you. They could be a Pisces. I got Pisces, Three of Wands, Four of Cups. It could be a Leo placement, a Cancer placement, Aries placement heavy here. Somebody's definitely coming to offer you some type of apology after a transformation and a release of some type of toxic attachment. So somebody could be leaving their person, not their person, but somebody could be leaving a karmic situation for you, wanting to start over, seeing you as the Queen of Wands, Justice. Look at this, y'all, karmic justice here. They're seeing you as the Queen of Wands, wanting a new start, a new turn of events, change of events here when it comes to you. This woman in Aquarius, like I said, if this person is also a water sign, because that's kind of what I'm picking up on, a lot of water sign energy, this person definitely could be a water sign placement. Libra, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, they could have a lot of similar placements as you. Whoever this person is has been through a really major death and rebirth. They went through a lot of karmic lessons. They're seeing your transformation. You are also very attractive because the way that you have balanced out your masculine and your feminine. You are coming up as the Emperor. You are coming up as the Queen of Wands here. I did have the Queen of Wands out here. You're coming up as the Queen of Wands. And this person is just, they're like, you know what? I know I'm disappointing. I know I've disappointed this person, but I'm not going to go down without a fight. Like, I'm not going to go down and not an actual fight. But, like, they're not going to stand by and not fight for you anymore. So whatever transformation they went through definitely made them realize that they want to bring back balance to their Queen of Wands, start over with you. Whatever they were doing, whatever was stopping them, whatever karmic situation they were in, it's definitely making them feel like, you know, it wasn't worth it. What else for this woman in Aquarius spirit for my water sign placements? Page of Cups with the Magician. Yeah, somebody's definitely been watching you blossom, Blossom has been coming up a lot. So like flowers are important. Maybe you are becoming a plant parent, but plants are important right now. Flowers, blossoming. Somebody's been really watching you and wanting to offer you this. Look at this. Knight of Pentacles. Cannot make it up. Knight of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Wow. Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Cannot make it up. Yeah, somebody's definitely in this energy of wanting to offer you some type of stability. They want to offer you the Knight of Cups, turn that Knight of Cups, that Knight of Pentacles into a 10 of Cups here. The Wheel of Fortune, they really want to offer you a more stable type of lifestyle. They want to offer you something that feels more genuine, because maybe before they weren't being very genuine towards you for whatever reason. Maybe they felt like they couldn't. Yep, more emotional connection here. We got Page, we got Knights turned into the 10 of Cups. I do see this becoming a 10 of Cups situation. I definitely see this however this is coming out, it's bringing you some karmic justice. So if this person is the person you have been really like feeling detached from, yeah, it's coming back in a more healthy attachment. Okay, now this could be a new person, because that's Page and that's Knight. So if you're completely detached from someone like for good, and you know that there's no way that you're getting back with someone from your past, or you know, anything like that, this could be new attachments, y'all. So this could be new healthy attachments to someone, a real healthy, I'm not even gonna say attachment, I didn't mean to say that. A healthy connection. Attachments and connections are two different things. I do actually believe that. Miracle, stop whining. So yes, the connection is going to be healthier when it comes back in. And for a lot of y'all, like I said, this is new love. So there's somebody new for some of y'all. There's somebody definitely that has been in your energy before and that's watching you blossom and realizing, cannot make it up, the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, realizing that they do want this long-term commitment. Nine of Pentacles, where they didn't offer you anything before, they now want to offer you. Okay. Page of Cups, one coming together. All right, so that moves me to do. All right, what is your love life? What is Cancer, Scorpios, Pisces energy surrounding around the full moon in Aquarius? Love life. What is the energy surrounding around the full moon in Aquarius for my Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and love spirit? I am hearing reconciliation. I'm curious to see if that comes out very soon. Cannot make it up. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This is definitely something you've been manifesting as well that's coming towards you. So you could be manifesting a person could be manifesting you. Like I said, for some of y'all, this is a past person, this is a past romantic situation, or this is somebody new that you're interested in. They're also interested in you. It says you deserve love. 333, you are lovable. All right, so I feel like this full moon in Aquarius is also allowing you to shed like old versions of yourself that felt like, oh, nobody will love me. Old versions of yourself that feel so detached from love that you don't even crave it. I feel like you're going to be moving into a season where you actually crave love and you realize you deserve love. And this is where you're going to start being more open and susceptible to love, which is going to actually attract a lover to you. All right, we got retreat. So I definitely see you being very secluded with a partner, a romantic love interest. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. What else here? All right, and we got children, so children could be involved. Your love life has been affected by children. Soulmate, wow, yep, a soulmate is coming towards you, water signs. Separation. You could be in separation with this person. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I feel like for some of y'all, this separation has already happened. And this is calling in a soulmate. So whether you're in separation with your soulmate at this current time or somebody you feel like is your soulmate, just know that there is going to be time where you retreat with this person and disconnect from the world. It says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. This is what I was saying. You're much more in this energy of feeling a lot of romantic feelings. So like I said, for some of y'all, somebody could be stirring your romantic feelings up. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of love. Okay, what are signs? You are opening your heart. This full moon in Aquarius is going to allow you to release a lot of unhealthy detachment from love, because a lot of y'all felt like you were unworthy of love, of genuine love, or maybe you have just been really, really burnt in a lot of love relationships and betrayed and like treated really, really bad. So this has really made you kind of cut yourself off from true, genuine love, which has also allowed you to come into contact with a lot of toxic partners. And this is actually going to be subsiding for you. That feeling of not being deserving of love is releasing with this full moon in Aquarius. You're allowing yourself to be more attached, more emotionally involved, more emotionally available. So somebody is in your energy field or coming into your energy field that you are, this is also helping you to open up your heart chakra. So if this has not happened already, where you're feeling like these stirred up romantic feelings, this is definitely going to be happening with this full moon, where your feelings are not going to be able to be ignored. You're not going to be able to ignore your feelings. So I feel like for you water signs, I feel like you're going to be more emotionally expressive, more clear on how you feel. You could even be like tearing up more, like just being more emotional, wanting to be around romantic partners more. If you are in a relationship, you're probably going to want to be around them more. You could be feeling very like more romantic, like wanting to do like certain things for a person that you really, really feel like you are in genuine love with. Like you're in love with somebody is what I'm hearing. You're in love with somebody, somebody's in love with you. And I feel like this is the moment where you really stop playing around and you start really expressing this love that you feel for this person. Yeah. And vice versa. Wow. I'ma just end it with that. Because that was a lot. That was really a lot. Yes, it says attraction. Cannot make this up. It says attraction, true love, calling in your soulmate with this heart chakra opening here. Make the effort. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's what you're doing. Your heart chakra is being busted wide open, water signs. So if you've been feeling very detached from love, just know that something is coming in that is going to make you feel very like loved, very supported. After a period of really like focusing on yourself, you're about to feel very loved and supported. Now, for a lot of y'all, this could come after a period of like pouring a lot into yourself. This is what I truly feel. I feel like after you really just like being so detached from love, it forced you to love yourself and not pour a lot of that love into other people. And now this is actually bringing in suitors into your life. So your love life is about to get very exciting. Okay, so I hope this helped for the full moon in Aquarius for my water sign placements. Thank you so much for being a Patreon member from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm going to continue to keep tapping into the content for y'all. I want to do really like exclusive stuff, but I'm also trying not to overcomplicate it either. But I want to do things that's obviously just for y'all. So I love you guys so much. Bye.